Okay, we are good to go. Hey, Tony. I'm Talha Game Dev from your server. Which server? Are you from Jonas Tyroller's server? Welcome to the stream. So, I'm going to be working on Glitcheon today. It's an indie game that I'm working on with Yan and Bonicle. They're from Jonas' server as well. Well, glad to have you here. Oh, he's from Glitcheon too? Well, that's awesome. Yeah, so this is really quick. I want to show you guys. This is Yan's blue screen. I want to show you mine because it's much better. Let's see. So we want to go disable this one. Got to show you mine. It's really great. This is mine. It's amazing, right? See you, Tony. Have fun at school. Was your school on Zoom or something? I bet it is. All right. I'm gonna play through and show you where I left off at last time, guys. Play through the end at least. Thanks for the follow, Abdura. So this is what we were doing with it last time. Is I made this placeholder blue screen where we have different things get shown up. 30 follower hype. I think I have something we can put in here. No, I don't have any emotes. I need 50 followers and an average of 3 viewers before I can start doing emotes. So this is the placeholder blue screen that I threw in here. It looks great, right? So let's see. It has social icons, text, a loading bar, and these buttons are going to go away. And I'm going to replace this with the other one. So that's what I'm going to start doing now. Now, what's causing all those things to get enabled is this little generic sequence behavior script. So what I have this do is when this canvas gets enabled, it calls on each of these events to get run, one every second. So it's a delay before actions. This is how many seconds I want to wait until it does it. And then it calls on this script to enable a game object from this list. That's basically how that works. So we're going to remove all this crap and we're going to rewire this with the new one. So I'm going to disable the blue screen canvas for now, or at least I'm going to disable everything under it. So we're going to rename this reverse placeholder and we'll get rid of it when we're done. Throw everything in there. And then we'll drag in the new one that Yan made. Let's see, that's going to be this one. And if I want to take that out of the prefab, then I have to update the prefab. So I'm going to copy it, and I'm going to put it under here, a copy. Let's see, yep. And now I'm just going to go and open this prefab and remove it from the main camera prefab. All right. Make sure all that gets saved. We're going to enable that and disable my placeholder. Okay. So right now I just want to see what that looks like in game. I don't think it's going to do anything when I drop down here. Yeah, it did do anything. Okay. That's pretty much what I was expecting. So let's see. We're going to scale this up to normal size. Control S instead of file save. I wanted to make sure I got everything. I don't know. Call me crazy. Hey, Bonicle. Nice of you to join my stream. All right, let's see. I'm not sure why it's not showing. The blue screen, it's under the canvas. Let's make this a screen space overlay. No, I should be able to see it right now. Where is it? Oh, oh, he set it up to disable itself automatically, didn't he? Okay. So let me look at my notes. Bronicle? Brah. Hey, Bronicle. Oh, let's see. I have notes somewhere on what Yan wanted me to do with this. I think I need to call something on the animator. Let's see. Public events. Let's see, animators. Okay. So we're gonna copy this component and we're gonna paste it onto the canvas instead. Oh wait. Do I already have it on here? Yeah, they're already there. So let's disable that. And let's see, what I want to do is, I think I want to call the outro blue screen animator. So I'm going to stop doing all that. That music's throwing me off, it's too loud. How do I use this app? Just made an account. The Twitch app? I'm not sure what you mean. What are you trying to do with it? If you ask me, what you should do with this app is watch my channel and talk to me, and you're doing both of those things. So I think you're using it all correctly. All right, let's see. So I want to... We're going to disable that. Oh, that's right. Okay, so I wanted to... Wait, this doesn't have any animators on it. It did when I played it, and now it doesn't. River with the expert explanation. Thank you. I'm an expert in everything that I do, basically. Alright, so somehow... I'm digging through how Yan set this all up. Somehow he's got it so that this is filling itself out automatically. Do I have Unity Pro or Premium? I believe I have Unity Pro. I get it through my work, so... Alright, let's see. Somehow this is pre-filling itself with animators or animations. And I want to see why. Ah, here we go. Okay. So it automatically loads the animators from the children. Wait, what did I say? I missed that? I said I have a Unity Pro through my work. They pay for me to have it so that I can use it licensed when I work for them. Okay. So we're going to turn this off, like I said. And it looks like there's 5 animators that are gonna get set through here. Actually, let me take a screenshot of that really quick because I need to see what their indexes are. All right, so we have outro blue screen, Discord, Patreon, Twitter, back to menu. Okay. So what that means is in here, I'm gonna zero this out. Quickly submit all of my changes. I think I have all my scene changes submitted already, Bonicle. Yeah, I don't have anything to submit right now. I just got started. Anything I have changed in here, I'm not intending to submit. Are you going to do the reorganizing? And welcome back, by the way. Bonicle is a level designer for Glitcheon, and he's been taking a little break, going on a mandatory forced vacation. His mother said, you have to have fun, whether you like it or not. And they up and went. But he's back now, and he's getting to work. Okay, cool. I created a couple objects in some of the scenes for you that say, like, Bonicle, please organize this. So that would be great. Let's see. So I've got public event methods, right? Okay, so here the first step we want is going to be calling the first animator. So we're going to drag in our public event methods. AM is lockdown. I'm not sure what you mean. I'm not sure what you mean about that. All right, let's see. Public event methods. What do I have for animators? Trigger animation. I think that's what I want. So we're gonna trigger an animation on the outro blue screen. So let's go to that animator and let's look at what animations we have to trigger. Activate blue screen, I think, is what we want. It is locked down for coronavirus in most parts of the world, yeah, but we just have to be careful. I don't know where they went, you know, probably not far. You just have to be careful. I mean, you know, if you're traveling like, you know, from one family's house to another part of your family, you're all isolated. I was going to travel across the country a few weeks ago, and the way that was going to work is I took a coronavirus test, tested negative, and then we were going to drive straight through for 30 hours without stopping at any hotels or anything like that. And that's how we were going to do it. But life goes on. We're kind of on lockdown in all different parts of the world, but there's still some travel allowed, at least within one country. Okay, so activate blue screen is what I want. With a 1 second delay. Let's see if we get any results from that. You haven't went out for months? Yeah. I am inside almost all the time. I go out to take out the garbage and stuff like that, but unfortunately recently there was multiple deaths in my family, and you know, we kind of gathered for that. It was unfortunate, but yeah, it does. There's nothing to really say about it. So input string was not in correct format. I got an exception when I tried to do that. Let's take a look. Is it going to give me an indication of where? All right, let's see. So trigger animation. The way that Yan wrote these, some of them are expecting very specific things. So this is expecting the index of something and then comma and trigger. Okay. So I think I need to do 0 for the first animator, comma, and then the trigger name. Let's try that. I didn't get an exception, but I didn't get the result I wanted either. I'm having a little trouble wrapping my head around some of this stuff that he's been working on. So let's see. It's still playing idle, not playing activate blue screen. Can I turn that on myself? Okay, so if I turn it on, this is what I get. That makes sense. It's more what I'm expecting. The art looks very cool. I appreciate it. If you haven't seen all of it yet, I'd be happy to play through the game for you really quick. Let me turn off my Spotify. I've got 2 music going at the same time. All right. You played it? Awesome. You want me to play through it, Arsh? All right, I'll play through it in a couple minutes. Let's see what I got here. So it's not playing it the way I'm expecting it to. Called 0, activate blue screen. It could be a capitalization issue. So let me make sure I have that exactly right. Look in the animator. Activate blue screen, capital B, not capital S. Let's see if it was just a capitalization. Okay, yep, that got activated right away. Okay, which makes sense because I have this enabled right now. So the way I really want it to work is that's disabled. And then I walk over this last piece, fall down, and yep, there we go. Okay. So that's good, except that it's not centered right. So let's figure out what's going on with that. We maximize this. It's just not showing up in the right place at all. Could be the canvas settings. Let's give it a camera. Doesn't want me to give it a camera. Let's see. Shortcut is shift space for what? To maximize? Let me try it. Maybe... No. Not working for me. That's just getting my game input. Maybe it doesn't work while I'm in game. Alright, I want to get this to go to the correct space, so let me figure this out really quick. Let's see. So right now, it's under this canvas, which is a screen space overlay. Is it the position of the camera? Or the canvas? I don't know. Let's move this under the main canvas and see if that changes anything. Not really. So the trouble I'm having here is most of our UI is parented under the camera on this main canvas, and that all works great. I'm trying to use an additional canvas, and it's just not filling the screen the way I'm expecting it to. Let's make it a screen space camera, and we'll just add a little script that will make it look for that main camera and attach itself. So we'll do screen... No. What is it called? It's called screen space camera. Okay, yeah. So screen space camera attacher. Make a new script. Let's look for it. Let's get that in our namespace. Get some music on while I'm doing that. Glitcheon, here we go. This is going to be an insanely simple script, but I still like to put everything in a namespace. Attach canvas to camera. Let's see, and this is going to be require component, type of canvas. Is that right? Type of canvas, like that. Not quite. Get type? No. I can never remember how to do this. Let me see if I do it somewhere else. Require components. Okay, it's lowercase, that's the problem. Type of canvas. And I need parentheses here. No brackets. That's it. This is going to make sure that this script always has a canvas attached to the main component. So then we're going to do private canvas, and we're going to do start Canvas equals get component canvas. And then in here, we're going to do canvas camera, world camera, is that right? Render camera is really what I want, but I assume that that maps back to world camera. Is there a render camera? No. So we're gonna do world camera. I presume that that's correct, and we'll find out. Equals global functions get main camera. That doesn't return something. So we're gonna do if, and this is an internal thing that I made, these global functions for Glitcheon specifically, and we'll do canvas world camera equals global functions main camera. And then we will run this on start. And in on enable. Let's see. And that's going to be if canvas world camera is equal to not equal to null, we'll just return because it's already attached. All right. That should give us something to work with for that. Let's give that a run and see if that new script works. So we need to look at that canvas, the new one. Right now, it's let's see. It's not set to a camera, but it hasn't been enabled yet. So let's see when it gets enabled what happens. It gets set to the main camera. That's good. That didn't really fix our problem though. So it did put it behind everything, which I also don't actually want. So maybe we will just keep it as a screen space overlay. I'll keep the new script, but we're going to take it off of this thing. Let's see. We're going to go to the Googles. Unity, Canvas, scale to screen. Try something like that. Let's see. Pulling the overall scale, it's not exactly what I want. I more want it to fit to the screen. For canvas set to screen space overlay, we set to a constant pixel size. That's not what I want. None of this is what I want. I could try just moving, changing some of these settings here. Well, first off, this has a position, and we don't really want that. So let's just try resetting the position. Maybe that's it. Maybe it's that simple. You gotta eat lunch. All right, see you, man. I don't speak any languages besides English. I know like a very, very, very minimal amount of Spanish, but I don't really speak it. Okay, that's better. That's somehow better. Let me maximize it. But it doesn't scale when it's minimized. This might be what we're looking for though. Let's call this good for now. You know, 3 languages? That's awesome. Hey, IDev Games UK. How's it going? I'm working on a Glitcheon today. We're working on the new ending for the demo that we're working on. I'm glad to have you. All right, let's see. I'm pretty sure this QR code is actually legit. I don't have a QR code scanner, but you guys could scan this and it should bring you to something. I think it'll bring you to this website. Okay, so that did what I wanted it to. I want to play through it again though, maximized, and see what it looks like max. Looking forward to it. Appreciate it. I'm streaming every day, Monday through Friday, 1 p.m., which was 30 minutes ago my time. That's awesome. Okay, that's exactly what we're looking for. So the next thing that I need to do for this is I need to get this progress bar to start increasing. So well, not a progress bar, but there's supposed to be a number percentage here, and we're supposed to be able to increase that. So let's get that going. I believe it's going to be under blue screen's full. Let's just enable that so we can look at it here. We'll enable the canvas. Okay, so over here, we're gonna add, let's see, a text object. And we're gonna copy some settings from the other one. Let's get some music back on. And what we want is, once this comes up, we want this percentage to just increase. And then we're going to start showing the social buttons and things like that. So let's see, blue screen text, I'm going to copy. Oh, that's just an image. Wait, oh, the text is an image. How am I supposed to match it if it's an image? All right, so we're going to just pick some arbitrary values here, and we're going to have Yan make this look better because I don't even know what font that is. All right, so we'll just put this at 99%. Let's see what font size we want here. Yeah, I'd have games. What game engine do you use for the games that you normally work on? I'm afraid I don't know the answer. You make that a little bigger. 36 maybe. A little bigger still, 42. And now it's too small. That looks good. You use Unity? That's awesome. I use Unity too. And I'd have games you use Construct 2. That's interesting. I have Construct 2. I also have Construct 3, which I've been using for a while. As I understand it, the major reason to use Construct 2 over Construct 3 is just because it's not because Construct 3 isn't backwards compatible, and so there's a bunch more assets for 2. I'm very skilled. I appreciate it. I've been working with Unity for quite a while, and I use a lot of other game engines too. There are many more skilled than me, but I'm happy with the results. It's so satisfying to be able to work on stuff like this and make it happen. It's so cool. All right, let's see. So this is that's basically gonna look okay, I think. Let me look at preview here. Yeah, that looks pretty good. Yeah, I can make it look better. So now we want to just add some behavior to make this increase. Own a license for Construct 2. Don't want to pay monthly for 3. My only reason. Yeah, that makes sense. I think I pay annually for 3, and honestly, I'm not really using it right now. I'm using Velocity, the Velocity game engine, and I'm using Unity lately. Let's see. Construct, though, is such a nice engine. You can do things so rapidly with it. That makes sense that that's what you're using. I get that. All right, let's see. So what do I want for this? I could add a method to just increase the value. I could try to do a generic, but I'm just going to make a new script just for this. So this is going to be blue screen progress. No, blue screen percentage behavior. And it's going to be a very simple little script. How long have I been making games? Well, I started working with Unity in 2012 when I was still in high school, just as a hobby. And when I was going through college, I continued to use it as a hobby, but I studied formal software engineering. Then I worked in software engineering for about 4 years. Just February of this year, I formally left software engineering and started full-time game development. So I work part-time for a company called Eat Games, and then I also work part-time for my own company, Riverforge Games. And that's all I'm doing right now. So I am officially combined a full-time indie game developer, and it's fun. I love it. I've been working with it for so long, off and on, about 8 years. I knew it was the right choice for me. But it's definitely not for everybody. Okay, so this script requires a text component. We need a library for this, Unity Engine UI. That should fix the text. I spend too much time doing web work, so Construct 2 makes it so much easier to transition. Yeah, that's the difference between you and I, as you have this awesome website with really cool stuff for it, and my website is just a drag and drop Wix site. But I love it for that because I can do web development, but I'd rather just let Wix handle it and spend more time on the games for me. They just dropped the JavaScript for Unity. I know. When I first started, I used JavaScript in Unity because I really like JavaScript, but I did start using C# a long time ago for it anyway because I wanted to learn it. Always on my computer trying to get ideas to make a game. I find that ideas are pretty easy to come by. The question is, are the ideas good? I'm trying to identify if an idea is good and then actually trying to fulfill that in a way that it's good when you make a final product, that's the hard thing. Let's see. Okay, so what am I doing for this? I am, let's see, setting it to just go up. So it's going to start and it's going to get that text component. So we need a private text, and we'll do text equals get component text. And let's see, we're going to use on enable in this one as well. And then we're going to do a reset percentage. So private void reset percentage function. Let's see. Yeah, I would agree with iDev Games. I mean, ideas. So many people have so many ideas. That's the thing. Is even if you don't come up with a good idea every day, that's fine. If you come up with a good idea every month, that's already too many for you to be able to do realistically on your own. So if you can come up with one good idea every month, then you're coming up with enough good ideas. Yeah. You should watch the video. Let me look it up for you really quick. There's a video that Jonas made about game ideas, and it's really awesome. It's called the butt method, and I'm not gonna watch it on stream, but I will send it to you. It's a get good design ideas using the butt design method. Watch this after the stream. You are going to love it. My wife and I watched this together. You did? Okay. And that doesn't help you? I found it's very helpful for me because you could go like, all right, you could take an existing game. Like you could take Minecraft and then you can use the butt method on that. You can say like, it's Minecraft, but there are no trees. It's Minecraft, but there are no trees, you know, but instead of trees, there's blah, blah, blah. Yeah. Well, that's good. Wild West zombies. Yeah, it's Minecraft, but it's in the Wild West, and the zombies wear cowboy hats. But the cowboy hats are all torn, and they're made out of, you know, ender crystals. All right, let's see. So reset percentage. We're gonna have a integer here. Let's see. Private int percentage. That's going to be percentage equals 0. And we're going to do update text. That's going to set the text equal to the percentage. What do I need? I need to... Can I just do that? No, I can't. All right, I got to convert this. BRB? Okay, see you in a minute. Have every model in Minecraft? What do you mean? Let's see. I want... Oh, percentage to string. That's right. All right, let's see. Oh, man. I need to move my Discord notifications out of here. Let me turn streamer mode on really quick. Hang on, guys. I'm gonna switch the screen off. Let's see. Settings, notifications. I think it's in here. I know there's a streamer mode in here somewhere. Streamer mode, there we go. Enable streamer mode. Okay, that should help. And we're back. Okay. Let's see. So what we want to do here is we want how long it takes to update. So let's say we do a public variable, or it's going to be private but serialized field, which means it'll be visible in the inspector. And it'll be the time between increases. So we'll do seconds to increase, and we'll set that to... Actually, we're going to set two variables, and we'll do a random number range so it looks a little more legit. So we'll do min seconds to increase. We'll set that to 0.1 as a default, but we could change this in the inspector. And then we'll do a max. So let's go max seconds to increase. And we'll set that to 1 second. And let's see. We're going to do a coroutine to increase it. So it's going to be, instead of a void, it's going to be IEnumerator function. So private IEnumerator, let's see. Increase percentage. And the first thing I'm going to do with this is at the end, I'm going to put yield return null to get rid of that red squiggly line. Then I want to check some early things to just get out. So let's see. If percentage is greater than or equal to 100, we're going to set percentage equal to 100. And we're going to return. BRB. All right, see you in a minute. Let's see. Okay, so then here we have, we want to actually increase it. So we're going to do yield return new wait for seconds. This is going to cause it to pause. Welcome back. So this is going to cause this function to pause for some number of seconds, and I'm going to do math.rand. Is that right? Math.rand? No, I think it's random.random range. There we go. And we're going to pass it that min and that max. And this is going to cause it to wait that number of seconds. It doesn't like this. Obsolete. Use random.range instead. Okay. So random.range. It's going to cause it to wait for between 0 and 1 seconds, basically, to increase the number. And then when it does, it's going to go percentage plus equals 1. And actually, let's put this check at the end. Okay, and then what we want to do is we want to call itself again. So if the percentage hasn't hit 100 yet, then we're going to call this. So a little bit of recursion here. And let's see. We're going to call this in reset percentage as well. So start coroutine, increase percentage. And then we just want to call reset in, I think on enable should be fine. But if we have to put it in start as well, that's fine. We'll do that. So we just call it in on enable, and that should do the trick. We'll give it a test in a moment. So what I want to do is just disable this, because that's how it's supposed to be when it starts. Stop my music here, and let's give it a test. Here we go. Dropping in, blue screen comes on, and I can't see it. Maximize. It's already at 99%. Now I'm wondering if on enable wasn't called. Let's take it out of on enable and just put it in start. And let's give that another go. Make sure we maximize it first. It's still just at 99. So let's think about what we could have done wrong here. Let's take a look. So we have this text. It's set to 99 at the beginning. Let's set this to -1 at the beginning because we know we never want to see that value. And if we get -1, then we know we definitely did something wrong. Okay, so it's still -1. So let's see. We have this new thing. It calls reset percentage, and then starts the coroutine to increase the percentage. Oh, I forgot to update the text. All right, so it's going in the background. It's just not doing anything. Can you try this? Can you try skipping the block? If it's possible, it would be bad. It's definitely possible right now, Monocle. It's 100% possible. I guarantee it. I'll show you if you want. I don't know what you want to do with that. If you want to make the falling floor bigger, if you want to put a like hidden collider at the end or a force field. Let's see. Maximize this. Is that working? Yes. No. It's not working. All right, let's put a breakpoint in here and let's debug it. Let's start right here. We'll put one here. And we'll put one here. And restart it. First off, here. Yes, I just skipped it without any abilities. Welcome back. I'm just having all sorts of problems. Let's see. Okay, so reset is good. Then it starts that coroutine. And okay, did it come into it? It starts the coroutine and then it never happens. Let's try moving this here. And then see what we get from that. And we'll, yep, the breakpoint there still. I always feel so good when I write these things and then they don't work. Oh, it's at 1, so it did something. All right, so it executed one time, but it's not executing again. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to stash the result of that in a variable, and I'm going to put a breakpoint on it. So let's see. That's going to be float seconds to wait equals this. Things never work the first time. Very, very rarely they do, but more often than not, it looks like they do. And I'm like, yay, I did it on the first time. And then it actually did break. And I just didn't know. And then I tell everybody, I'm like, hey, I wrote something that worked perfectly the first time. And I'm like, actually, it was completely horrible. Let's see. Unless you inspect them, the break. Yeah, that's how it goes, isn't it? The fun thing is that it's of little consequence when you're working on games. That's why I'm glad I don't work on like airplanes, you know, airplane autopilot. That would be such a horrible job for me. Well, nobody expects it to work the first time, right? Seconds to wait, 0.43. So it should come back. But it's not coming back. So let me see if I'm doing this wrong. We use this in other places. Thought I was doing it right. You'll return new, wait for seconds. Yeah. This looks totally normal. This is exactly how I'm using it in other places. And then it calls itself again. This is weird. So here's one. Hello. All right. Let's just do a little research really quick. So Unity coroutine doesn't resume after wait for seconds. Oh, that's not what I did. Let's see, doesn't finish. The only reasons why a coroutine won't finish executing is you destroyed the game object or mono behavior it's running on. Let's see, you deactivated the game object or disabled it. You called stop all coroutines. Let's see. No, I really don't think any of those are true, but let's troubleshoot this and see what's going on. Your network is so bad today. I'm sorry about that. Let's see. So we start the coroutine and it goes right in. It's gonna wait 0.6 seconds. And I wonder if something that Yan's doing with the animator is causing this. Here's what I'm gonna do. I could wrestle with this and try to figure it out for a long time. But because we are in the end where there's no input, nothing going on except just showing a static blue screen, instead of doing coroutines, I'm just going to put this in the update loop. So we're going to just check the time. So we're going to do, let's see, instead of coroutines, we're just going to use the update loop. We're going to stop this. So private float last increase time equals 0. And we'll reset that on last increase time. So here we go. Last increase time equals the game's time. So time.time. And we're not going to, this is going to be a void now. So yield return null, that's going away. The recursive call and the wait for seconds is going away. This is moving. This is going to be very simple now. So we're going to call reset percentage in our start and then in our update. Let's see. Then we also need seconds to wait. Current seconds to wait. Let's see. Then we'll do, let's see, a little function to update that. So private void get seconds wait. And we'll make that return the float. So this will be a one-liner. How is the percentage meant to work? It's really simple. It's frustrating that it's taking me this long. It's supposed to increase the number over time. That's really it. I was going to do it using coroutines, but instead I'm going to use the update loop. The thing that I'm trying to do that's slightly fancy is just make it wait a random length in between the increases. I wanted to use coroutines so that I could avoid adding to the update that happens multiple times a frame. But It's fine. It's not going to have minimal impact on the game's performance. So let's see. This is going to go current seconds to wait equals get seconds to wait. Actually, this is going to be next time to increase. And that's going to be next time to increase equals the current time plus seconds to wait. So then in their update loop, we're just going to check if the current time... Actually, we don't need this anymore. I keep changing how I want to do it. If the current time is greater than or equal to the next time to increase, then we will increase it. That's going to be it. That should work great. Let's see. Get rid of this. Let's move that in here. And that should do it. Isn't the update 60 times per second? Frames is 60 times per second. The update might be the same. It might be the same. There we go. I don't know why it ended on 10. Oh, it didn't end on 10. It ended on 100, but it's getting cut off. Okay, so we need to change the canvas a little bit. Also, that happened way faster than I wanted it to. It looks like it happened almost every update, so we'll check that out. But at least it went up. So let's turn on this canvas really quick and just do a little formatting here because the 100 looked like a 10. I want to rename this too. This is going to be percentage text. So we're going to expand this. Make sure that it can store a 100 in there. Okay. We're going to... The frustrating thing is he didn't really leave enough room. Yeah, and didn't in the image. So I'm going to have to shift it like that, and that looks stupid. But this is all one solid image, so I can't change that. But he can play with this. So then what I want to do is just make it hug the right side. That's what we'll do. Okay. Now let me look in here and see if I made any stupid mistakes. Ah. I need to call this every time. Update should be tied to frames. I believe you. I still didn't want to call it every frame. I wanted it to call only when it needed to, but we'll do some very minimal Boolean checking every frame, and that's fine. Oh, it enabled right away. Oh, that's my fault. I know why that happened. So yeah, this is the behavior. This is exactly the behavior that I'm looking for. Hierarchy is a mess. I can explain all that in a minute. Let's see. So yeah, this is probably a little slower than we want it, but this is the behavior I want. Sometimes it jumps up really quick. Sometimes it's a little slower. Yeah. So let's just make that go dramatically faster. We're going to go 0.05. So from as low as 20 times a second to 0.4, 2.5 times a second. Let's see how that goes. Still feels kind of slow. I want it to be like a fleeting moment. Like people will notice it, but not feel like hung up by it. I should make it twice as fast. There we go. That's good. Okay. The other thing I need to do is call the animators on the socials. So let's see how I want to do that. That's going to happen through our generic sequence behavior. So right now it's just set to, after 1 second, activate the blue screen. BRB? Okay, see you in a minute. I want to do 4 more elements in here. Oh, that's not what I meant to do. Let's see. 1 second. Okay, increase this. And we're going to do game object. No, we're going to do public event methods. Turn on game object. That's what we want. Let me switch this back down so I can duplicate those instead. So public event methods, turn on game object. And let's see. That's going to my old placeholder. So we want to reset this. Let me lock this on. Let's see, and then we're going to. Oh wait, no, actually, we want to trigger. We want to trigger animations for this too, because of the way that Ian set it up. Welcome back. All right, so the other animations. Let's see. Let me look at the animator for this icon Twitter. Okay, so it's going to be activate blue screen for all of them, isn't it? Or let me see. Does this have an animator? Oh, I'm locked on the blue screen. Okay. Oh, these don't have animators, so I will just turn them on. Okay. So I was right. We're going to drag these into our game objects to switch on off. And then here we're going to go turn on game objects, and we're going to duplicate this element. And we're going to turn on number 1, number 2, and number 3. 1 second each. But we're going to do, let's see, after the blue screen comes on, we're going to wait 5 seconds to turn on the socials. And then we'll turn them on. Let's see. After, I can't put numbers in. Oh, that's, okay, no, I'm doing the wrong thing. 0, 1, and 2. Here's where I want it. We'll do a 0.3 second delay on the other two. So they should come up quite rapidly. Okay, so blue screen on, percentage going. After 5 seconds, one of them should come up, and then the other two. It's been 5 seconds, right? I think it's been 5 seconds. All right, let's see what happened. Let's see, they're still disabled. Oh, did I drag in the wrong ones? I think I dragged in the wrong ones. Yeah, I did. That's my bad. These are the ones that I want. We set this back to 0. Is there an animator on social buttons? I just don't know how we set it up. No. Okay. But these aren't disabled. That's what I'm not sure about, is if those aren't disabled, where are they supposed to be? I want to see what that's supposed to look like. Outro, logo, Discord. Okay. Let's see. Oh, are they behind the blue screen text? Being in game dev is hard. Yeah, it is. Working with other people can be hard too. Where are these images? What is this? Do I need to set a height? Oh, man. I don't know why he set it up this way, and I don't know what I'm looking at. I see you. Where are you? I don't like this horizontal layout group at all. Let me see if he set it up with the animator and I'm just not seeing it. I might just need to call remove text. I'm doing the whole thing when I'm making a game and someone makes art. Yeah. Yan is doing a lot of the animations and stuff too. I think he just wants me to call remove text. I think I keep over complicating everything. So let's undo the crap I just did. Take these out and remove my extra elements. And let's call that other trigger. Remove text. See, part of the problem is I don't really use the Unity animator, so if it's preventing me from seeing that thing, I can't tell. So now it's going to go and almost immediately remove the text. No, because it just keeps removing text over and over again. So that's not it. And the interesting is that remove text is looping. Doing the whole thing when I'm making games, someone makes it. All right, cons and getting 30 followers. Congrats, you mean? Thank you. I definitely appreciate it. Oh man, what is the problem here? Let's look in the animator again. Should it be resetting after remove text is done? I don't know. I think I'm just okay. So that is looping. I don't think that's supposed to loop. So is that going to fix it? Okay, so that gets me one step closer. Except I want to increase that delay pretty significantly. So let's see. Worst case scenario, we have 0.2 times 100 is 20 seconds. So let's set that delay to 15 seconds. We'll make the blue screen stay for 15 seconds. And then remove the text. That's pretty good. Remove text is not disabling the percentage text though. So I'm just gonna make a note for Yan to do that as well. Okay. And then Yan will magically steal that off of my notepad on my computer. Gosh. Why? Why, oh, why, oh, why? I'm going to wait for Yan before I finish some of this stuff. Looks like I have an update from Botacle. Added pods to tutorial finally. All right. That's cool. What else did I want to work on besides the outro? Let me check. I have stuff to do with the terminal sequence, so we'll switch over to that. So for the terminal sequence, let's see. We need to make code appear line by line to make it look like the player is typing on the keyboard. So we're going to unload our outro. And we're going to load, let's say, the level GP. And come over here to our terminal area. We have this terminal sequence container, and this is controlling the sequences here. Let's see. So what I'm actually concerned with is the ability terminal and the ability granter. So in the code here, we should have something on trigger enter. It lerps the player onto the ability, moves the interaction point. And at that point, we want to do the little animation thing between the different screens. So let's see. We have a sprite render with the terminal. We have an animator for the terminal. And we have a empty screen idle, turn on ability, ability loop, code appears, and final state loop. So I think I just need to call initiate, the initiate parameter. So let's try that from here. Do I have a reference to the animator in here? No. So we're going to do a require component animator, type of animator. And we're going to stash that somewhere. Okay, so then at this point, we're going to do animator set, I think, something. What is that? That's a Boolean, I think. Yeah. So we'll do set bool initiates true. And let's see what that does. So over in our scene view, let's move the character right here. And any complaints about the hierarchy, you can direct them to Botacle. Hierarchy organization is his responsibility. We're going to put the player right out here. All right, let's... oh, I have compiler errors. I made a mistake. Fixed it. Okay. Let's get in there and see how the ability sequence is working. So this is where we're going to do... Ooh, that was loud. This is where we're going to do some narration events. So when the player comes in here, it's going to lock them in and start some voice lines.
Hi there. Welcome.
Let's not play the blame game. Oh, no, you're right. It's Owl's fault.
Placeholder voice line.
All right,
Here
let's
is
see.
a second placeholder voice line that we will play after the first one.
Let me get on there.
Hi there. welcome to the forum.
I don't
This
think
is
that's what I
just
needed to
merely
do,
a
so it's still stuck in
placeholder
that
voice line.
initiate.
Here is a second placeholder voice line that we will
Then once I
play
walk
after
out,
the
it should
first one.
stop playing the voice lines. Good. Okay. So I was wrong. I'm playing the figure out what Yam wanted me to do game again. Let's see. So the terminal area, terminal sequence container. It might already be calling that animator. Let's see. So it has a reference to the ability terminal animator. Okay. Oh, it calls initiate at that point. Want to become famous? Great. Here we go. Add friend. No. Ban. Gone. Okay. So it called initiate. That wasn't what we need. What else do we have? We have finished. All right. I'll set it to finish and see what that does. It should be one of those two things. So we come in, voice starts, music changes,
Hi there,
force field's on.
welcome to the forum. This is just merely a placeholder voice line.
Wait for the screen to light up.
Here is a second placeholder voice line that we will play
Wait for voice
after the
line 2
first
to
one.
end. We should be able to come on here. There we go. Okay, yeah, that's it.
Hi there,
Woo!
welcome to the forum. This is just merely a placeholder
All right.
voice line.
So I can cross that off.
Here is a second.
So what did I do? I made the code appear on screen by just setting one little parameter. Thanks again. All right, camera zooms in, shakes slightly to build tension. Okay, so what I'm going to need to do there is enable a new camera trigger area. So I have in here a camera trigger area, this area, but it's going to be disabled by default. And we're going to have it zoom in some amount. Let me set this to 10 and see what that does, or 12, 15. I don't know what that's going to do. So we'll set it to 15. And then in the terminal sequence container, what we want to do is add this camera trigger area to our list of objects in the public events method. And we're going to turn it on. Let's see. We're going to turn it on at some point. So we go, oh, hi there. Yes, it's just a placeholder. Initiate. Yes. So it's going to be at some point after that. So what's this last one? It stops. Okay, that's good. So when we do this initiate, we also want to, oh, not initiate. Hey, welcome back. Let's see. Let's delay before sound 2 seconds. Yeah, let's put it on here and see what we get. We just want to enable the game object, so we want this object in here. Voice cuts, public event methods, turn on game objects, int2. That should turn on the trigger area. So let's check and make sure it does that. So right now we can see it's off.
Hi there.
So we're going to wait for this to come on.
Welcome to the forum. This is just merely a placeholder voice line. Here is a second placeholder voice line that we will play after the first one. Hi there. Welcome to the forum.
It's
This
on.
Is just merely a placeholder.
It's on. It
voice
just
line.
didn't do anything.
Here is a second placeholder.
Really
voice
like the
line
voice lines,
that
yeah.
We will play after
Well,
the
these
first
are
one.
totally fake, but Yana's gonna probably be doing the voice lines, so Let me let's see. Okay, so it works if I walk into the camera trigger area, but if I just turn it on, it doesn't trigger it. So actually, while I'm doing this, let's figure out where I want it to go. So we wanted it to zoom in. Let's go even more dramatic. So we wanted to zoom in on the terminal. Woo, that's probably too much. We'll go 2.5. It's probably too much too. Let's go back to the 3. All right, let's say 3. So I'm going to stop this and set it back to 3. And let's take a look at what triggers this to work. So we have on trigger enter and on trigger exit. So I'm going to put in, I'm going to put a breakpoint on the enter and see if it gets fired when it gets enabled. Because I think what's happening is we're enabling it and there's already something in it. That's fine. These are different ones. And that's a different one too. That's also a different one. All right, so now at this point, if just standing here, that trigger gets executed, then we know that that's kind of working the way we want it to.
Here is a second placeholder voice line that we will play after the first one.
Okay, it did fire. And it did add the trigger area, okay. So that should be working.
Hi there.
But the camera didn't update. So it added it.
This is just merely a placeholder voice line.
Interesting.
Here is a second placeholder voice line that we will play after the first one. Hi there. Welcome to the forum. This is just merely a placeholder voice line.
Take out that breakpoint.
Here is a
and then if I leave and come back,
that we will play
it does what I want it to. That does not make sense. Alright, well first off, this is supposed to have a target. It's supposed to have this as a target. But that shouldn't change much. Let's see. We're going to get back in there and then we're going to pause it and we're going to put in some breakpoints again, see what's going on.
Hi there.
Okay, pause it. We come in here and look at our update camera for triggers function. And we'll put a breakpoint there, then resume.
Welcome to the forum. This is just merely a placeholder voice line. Here is a second placeholder voice line that we will play after the first one.
Alright, we're going to step through this. So the old zoom was 8. It's getting the new zoom as 8.5. This is not the correct trigger. Oh, okay. So that's interesting. When it's updating, it's looking for the last trigger area in the list. But when I'm adding it, I'm inserting it at the beginning. I think I'm doing this. I think there's a problem just inherently with the camera trigger areas. So So what it's supposed to happen is if you have multiple camera trigger areas stacked on top of each other, and I'll display that in Paint. A camera trigger area is just like, it's just a hidden green box. So let's say that this is a hidden green box and this is a camera trigger area, and we have our player here. If the player moves to the right, if they're moving to the right, and we also have a trigger area here and here, the way it's supposed to work is if they come into this one, so if they wind up right here, then they'll be in this trigger area and it will use that one. Then if they're in here, it'll be in this one. Even though they're in all three, it'll use this one. Then if they were to move back, it'll be this one and this one. So it's supposed to be prioritizing the one at the beginning of the list. So if we're inserting to the beginning, which I think we just saw, let's see, where's the add trigger area? So we insert at the beginning. That means that when we check to see which one we're looking at, we should be getting the very first one, not the last one. So I think it's as simple as that. Let's give that another play.
Hi there, welcome to the forum. This is just merely a placeholder voice line. Here is a second placeholder voice line that we will play after the first one.
There we go.
Hi there, welcome to the forum. This is just merely a placeholder voice
So
line.
it zooms in. Okay. Now the thing is, we don't actually want it to zoom in before the player interacts with the terminal. So I'm going to change the way that's working. Yeah, I think that's nice. Now it's supposed, Yen wants a camera shake too, and we don't have a camera shake yet, so we're not going to do that yet. But here's what we're going to do. We're going to make it trigger so that when you interact with the terminal, it zooms in. Then it's going to zoom back out again after a moment. So we're going to take this last method here out. We're going to take it out of our list because we don't want to use it in here anymore. And then we're going to modify the ability granter. So for the ability granter, we're going to add another field, which is going to be the camera trigger area, terminal interaction camera. Let's see. So then, let's see. When we move them to the interaction point, basically at this point, we're going to turn it on. So we're going to do if terminal interaction camera, no, interaction, yeah. I don't like that name because it's not a camera. It's a trigger area. We'll make it more verbose. Terminal interaction camera trigger area, then we will, it's the game object that's not active, so we'll do game object set active true. And then when we disable at that point, then we will also set it off. So we'll zoom in while they're getting the ability, then it'll zoom back out when they're done. So I have that new field that I need to fill out. Boom. Let's see how that goes. We should see that the screen flashes on and starts blinking the new ability.
Hi there.
And then it doesn't
Welcome
zoom in
to
yet.
The forum. This is just merely a placeholder voice line. Here is a second placeholder voice line that we will play after the first one.
Seeming good so far. Right now I'm going to interact.
Hi there.
Zoom in, good.
Welcome to the
Now I got
forum.
an error, so I'm going to look at that in a moment. Zoom back out. That part's great.
Here is a second
so that's working, and now I have the new.
That we will play after the first one.
I need to make it so that you can't trigger it multiple times, though. That's the only thing. All right, so now I have the new ability. Let's see. Ability terminal
Hi
animation
there.
animation
Welcome
event
to
has
the
no
forum.
function specified.
This is just merely a placeholder voice line. Here is a second placeholder voice line that we will play after the first one.
I don't know what it's talking about. That might be something that Yan did. Okay. So let's make it so that we can't trigger that multiple times. Let's see. We're gonna make a new function here. Let's see. Check if granted. And this is gonna check and see when the terminal is activated. So like when the game starts and the scene is loaded, we're gonna see if the player already has that terminal ability. And if they already have that terminal ability, we're gonna prevent it from trying to grant it again and going through the sequence. So let's see, check if granted, and we're actually going to make this public because we're going to expose this to some other things eventually. So first off, let's see. We're going to check this. This is the condition that I want. It's saying if the player already has the ability that we would give them from this terminal, granted is true. So we're going to do a Boolean, and we're just going to return the result of that. All right, so here we can just go if check if granted. All right, then we're going to use this again. Let's see. We have this ability granted thing already. So actually, let's see. You have to go? All right, see ya. Let's do ability granted equals check if granted. Yeah, okay. And let's see, where else did I use that? Here. We really don't want to do any of this stuff if these conditions fail. So we're going to move all of this in. Inside of these conditions. Hey, how long are you deving Glitcheon today? I'm not sure. Why do you ask? I've been going for an hour and a half, so probably another half an hour or so. Not much longer than that.
Hi there. Welcome to the forum. This is just merely a placeholder voice line. Here is a second placeholder voice line
so
that we will play.
What we're testing for right now is we want to see that it gives me the ability once, and then it doesn't try to go through any of this stuff again. So we zoom in,
welcome to the forum.
Zoom back out.
This is just
I have the ability.
Placeholder voice line. Here is a second
and now it won't give it to me again, and I can't interact with it. That's exactly what we want. Awesome. Okay. There's something else that we need to do, though. You're welcome to join me afterward for some Overwatch. Like the new tone, background, and placeholder voice lines. Yeah. Let me actually take a moment to show you guys the whole game. I'd love to show you the whole thing. Let's see. Turn off my Spotify here. I need to tweak a setting really quick. Yeah, stick around for a minute. Like 5 minutes, and I'll speedrun it. Let's see. Load game on start. Save that. Unload this. And let's do it. Glitcheon's looking good. Appreciate it. Ignore what's happening right now. Okay, here we go. So this is yeah, I'll run through it really quick. We still need a little work done. Bonicle this week is supposed to be working on the backgrounds for this level and then the final level that we just added. So those aren't done, but pretty much the rest of the game is almost done. We got this new lobby area for the forum. The forum is part of the narrative, so we're putting branding for the forum like everywhere. The idea is that you're in some digital representation of something called the forum. Love the lobby, awesome. So it's funny, the functional level design here is all the same, but it looks dramatically different. So this is the area I was just testing in.
Hi there, welcome to the forum. This is just merely a placeholder voice line.
Bonicle, are you still here? This checkpoint, we need to move this outside the force field because you can walk past the terminal now and hit the checkpoint and not have the ability yet. And we need to do that for all of them. Alright, so let's get the ability. Boom. And that gives me my error platform, which allows me to get more verticality. BRB. But I wanted to show you everything. Yep, okay, you got that. I already did it for one of them, for the ad block one. But as a general rule, those need to be outside and after the terminal areas, not before. Thanks, Bonicle. No! Was doing a perfect run. Oh, now I'm just not even paying attention. I think we need to turn down the glitch level so it doesn't increase so dramatically so fast. Or maybe it doesn't feel fast for other people. But also, I want to see if I maximize this. Yeah, I don't know what happened here, Bonicle, but that definitely needs to be updated. The weird little background there.
Hi there. Welcome.
Well, that's weird. It gave me the ability right away.
This is just merely a placeholder.
So I want to...
Here is a second.
It might just be because this is a different one.
That we will play.
I might need to update the prefab for these. Also, it's showing the wrong image.
Hi
okay, yeah, so there's a little work we need to do on those.
This is just merely a placeholder voice line. Here is a second placeholder voice line that we will play after the first one.
Whew. Alright, let's do a little speedrun magic here. That's not what I meant to do, but it worked. It's wild how dramatically different the game looks now. You guys are doing awesome. Really appreciate it. Yeah, it's wild how much you can change in a game without actually changing the length of the game. It takes just as long to play now as it ever did. It's not really... It might be like a minute longer. Woo. All right. The mechanics themselves look very similar. They are. Now, we did improve it a little bit, like the way that it feels. We improved the controls. They're a lot easier to use now. Then we added some visual things like you know, he gains these packs and abilities. Like, these aren't here when he starts. So you have a visual representation, on the character at any point that shows what abilities he has. And then for the glitch pulse, you can see the charge on it. When you're standing still, these aren't lit up at all, and you get just a little glitch. But if you're running or falling, you get a big glitch, and it lights up to indicate that. So, hopefully people will recognize that, and it will be a little easier for them to understand. This parallax background too, you can see through the bottom of this one as well. So I think we might need to just increase the size of all of them a little bit so that it will handle them correctly, depending on the different resolutions that we're rendering at.
Merely a placeholder voice line. Here is a second placeholder voice line that we will play after the first one. Hi there, welcome to the forum. This is just merely a placeholder voice line.
This is new right here. This unread messages pop up.
That we will play after the first one.
Yan made this one on stream. I love it. And these shelves, these are shelving units in the background. We're gonna fill these up with 2D ads for other indie game devs. So IDev Games, if you're still in here, let me know if you're interested. I'd love to put like an advertisement for your website or something in the background in this level. We're planning on putting in like at least 100, but probably more. Sure, sounds cool. Alright, I'll let you know once we know a little more. Yan's gonna work on some mock-ups, like crap. I screwed up the outro, that's not supposed to be on yet. Disable that. This is the final level that we just added. It's not supposed to be difficult, but what we're doing in it, which will be more dramatic when there's backgrounds, is as you get further from left to right, the game world starts to glitch out more, and then eventually literally every single sprite that's rendered is rendered incorrectly. And I feel like it doesn't feel dramatic enough right now, and I think that's probably just because the background isn't there. Alright, so I broke the ending. And that's just because I left the thing open. But that's the whole thing. So there it is, Sonic. Yeah, if you want to play Overwatch, I might just end the stream around 3, so in 20 minutes. And just go straight into Overwatch. That would be cool. Overwatch before your bedtime. Let's see. So what I wanted to do is, first off, let's fix that issue in the outro and just disable the blue screen canvas. Save that. And then let's go back into level GP, and I think I need to push changes for that terminal into the prefab. Where is it? Terminal area. Let's get some music on. Terminal area. Terminal sequence container. Let me look at my overrides. That's fine. I think that's fine too, maybe? Free is good. Good luck. Gonna hop off. See you then. All right, thank you. This I do want to apply. Yes. Let's see. Camera trigger area. Yeah, apply that too. All right, let me look at our at our notes here really quick. So camera zooms in. Good. That's done. Last line of code is in. Ability icon appears again, overlaid with the code. I think that's good too. Form base fades out, so it's going to stop when they leave the ability area. So that's fine. Player gains abilities. Good. Let's see. Full screen gets reevaluated by the glitch controller. Force field disappears is done. Camera zooms back to normal level is done. Terminal music fades out quickly is done. Regular game music starts back up. Also done. Let's see. Database admin starts talking. So we don't have that yet. So what do I want to do here? We want to, when the terminal gets activated, set the glitch controller, which makes the sprites sometimes render it correctly. We wanted to reevaluate literally everything on screen. So I want to go and look at how that's working now because it's been a while. So that's called our glitch controller. Let's do close all but this. And let's see. What happens is this gets put on every single object in the game that can be rendered in glitch. It has a list of glitch sprites that are alternates that it could show, and as a method, every time it became visible on a camera, it checks and sees if it should render itself with a glitch. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to keep a list of everything that's currently visible, and then we'll reevaluate them. So we're going to make a static list here. So let's see. What's this? I don't need this anymore. Let's see. We're going to do a private static. Let's see. Private static list of glitch controllers. We're going to do visible controllers. Let's see. And we're going to add an on destroy and an on disable. No, that's fine. On destroy. I might not need it. All right, let's just keep it simple and see how it goes. So what we're going to do is we're going to make this a new list. We're going to add to it whenever they become visible and remove from it when they become not visible. Okay. And then we're going to do a static function, a public static function. Public static void redo all glitches. No. I really want reevaluate all glitch controllers. What that's going to do is everything that's visible is going to get checked again. So first off, we're going to loop through everything in that list. So for each glitch controller, let's call it controller in visible controllers. And the first thing we're going to do is set for no glitch. So we're going to turn off the glitch if it has one. And then the next thing we're going to do is try glitch. And that's going to set it to turn it back on. Potentially, but not necessarily. Okay, so then that function we're going to call from, let's see, from that one place. So we're going to add this to public event methods. So in public event methods, We're going to add a wrapper for that function. And it's going to call glitch controller and then the method of the same name. And then in the terminal sequencer, actually, you know what? I don't need that because we're going to call this from the terminal. Never mind. All right, so in the ability granter, we're going to call it when the ability is gained. So that's, let's see. That's in here. Not in here, that's in here. Glitch controller, re-evaluate all glitch controllers. Okay. So let's give that a try. We want to move the player to where he's supposed to be in this scene. That's where he is. Okay, good. And we'll undo that. Let's give this a test. What we want to see is when the ability is gained, we see some things change their glitch level right away.
Hi there, welcome to the forum. This is just merely a placeholder voice line. Here is a second
Turn off
placeholder
Spotify.
voice line that we will play after the first one. Hi there, welcome to the forum. This is just merely a placeholder voice line. Here is a second placeholder voice line that we will play after the first one.
All right, let's try it. So we're gaining the ability.
Hi there, welcome to the forum.
I don't know
This
if
is
it did or
just
not because the
merely
problem
a
is we zoom
placeholder
in.
Voice line.
Let's play through
Here
it,
is a
and we might
second
notice it more
placeholder
on the
voice
second
line
and third
that we will
ones.
play after the first one.
Oops. Alright. That one block always throws me off now. Okay, so we might see another chance
Hi
for
there.
it. I'm going to take a
Welcome
screenshot
to
of
the
this so I
forum.
can see very clearly
This
what's
is just
glitched.
merely a placeholder voice line. Here is a second placeholder voice line that we will play after the first one.
Okay, no, that definitely worked.
Hi there.
So right away
Welcome
that
to the
got
forum.
screwed up.
This is just merely a placeholder
So let's compare
voice
it.
line.
This was what was glitched before. This is what's
Here is
glitched
a
now.
second placeholder
So that
voice
new
line
script is working.
that we will play after.
Awesome. So let me cross that off. And I don't know if you guys saw that, but what I was doing is just making sure that each of these sprites that can't be glitched, when you gain the ability, it would reevaluate it for everything on screen. So that's full screen distortion effect. Yes. Full screen gets reevaluated by glitch controller. Yes. So what do we have left? Towards the beginning, there's supposed to be a sound effect that plays. We can do that later. The foreign fades out with lowering pitch. We don't have that right now. We just have it stop. Let's see. Another sound effect plays. We don't have that yet. And then the database admin starts talking, which we don't have those lines yet. So that's a pretty good point for now. I think that's where we're gonna put it. So I'm gonna stop stream and get this stuff checked in and put in my notes so that the team knows where I'm at with it. Guys, if you're new to the channel, throw me a follow if you want to keep up with Glitcheon game development. And I'll throw in an invite for our Discord server as well if you want to keep up that way. Give me a moment here to grab it. Hey, thanks for the follow, iDiv Games. Appreciate it. And if you care to watch, I'll be playing Overwatch in a few minutes. But no pressure. Let's see. Yep, here is our Discord server. And thanks for watching. Let me know if you have any questions. For the demo, we'll definitely be putting the demo on your website, by the way. I think the plan right now is we're going to initially launch it on itch.io. We're going to give it a couple weeks for some feedback. Then we'll be going to Newgrounds probably, and we'll take it from there. We're going to try to launch it on a new site every 2 weeks for a while just to keep some forward momentum. Your site's very easy to publish too, so we're planning on doing it once it's ready. We'll probably publish it as a new game separate from the Game Jam version and have them both up. Or maybe we'll remove the original entry. All right. See you guys. Stick around if you want to see Overwatch in a few minutes.